Haven't uploaded in a while. I'm back. You excited to see your favorite blasphemous content creator? This is the second fucking time I forgot to say uUnduXx. God damn. And also I grayscaled at this time. You happy, Geordie? Didn't freeze. No. Today, because this was recommended to me by vidIQ, which is what I use to get my videos out there and ideas and like titles and stuff, and they really help me a lot. They recommended I cover fandoms again. So I think this time we're gonna jump into the worst fandom incidents. Let us begin. Now, I'm gonna have to describe these because not only do I not want to download the images and videos onto my phone and all of my electronic devices that I use to make these videos, but I also don't know if they're allowed on YouTube or not. I won't be linking them, but I will be describing them in detail. So, let's begin with the Bakugo poster incident. Now, this incident occurred in 2021 when a fan of the show My Hero Academia was seen using a used tampon, so it had period blood on it, on a Bakugo poster, which is kind of crazy because they uploaded this on TikTok for no reason. They didn't have to do this, but these people could be your neighbor. There were a lot more period blood incidents. I'm not going to cover them in this video, maybe a second video, but I'm not covering it today. Next fandom incident. Everyone knows this one. It's the Rainbow Dash jar. Now, I'm not sure where the original is from, whether it was 4chan or Reddit, or the two biggest cancer cells of the internet ever existing. But this apparently was an experiment on his cum. He wanted to do an experiment, something about his cum. I didn't really look into that. But apparently he just put the figure in there for funsies, you know. Everyone loves a good little joke, you know. Covering a figurine in your nut. But he also stated that he wasn't a brony. He just owned a Rainbow Dash figurine for some reason. It's kind of the same vibes as, oh no, mate, I didn't kill him. I'm innocent. I just put my knife there because I couldn't find the kitchen drawer. Right, I just put it right in his jugular. Okay, it wasn't me. I just misplaced it. That is the exact same vibes. But the worst part about it gets worse. He updated like this story for months and months, even years. I'm pretty sure he probably still does this. But an incident occurred, I'm not sure the year, but some mystical, magical way, the jar was boiled because he left it on a radiator. He left Rainbow Dash in a boiled jar of semen. I'll probably put an image up somewhere on what it looks like, if I can find an image. But this is disgusting. I don't know how people do this. This next one is the Sharpie bath incident. Maybe you guys may know a lot about this. I don't actually know much about Homestuck. I just know that I think it was VivziePop made a thing on it. That's all I know. But apparently they're grey. Also, I'll throw an image of what the Homestuck characters look like here. But they're like grey. So this one cosplayer had the brilliant idea, you know, eureka, to cover the bath in Sharpies with 70% alcohol and vodka and laying it to try and make their skin grey, which in hindsight is a stupid fucking idea, so I don't know why they done it in the first place, but what did you expect? And from the other cosplayers that were near or around, apparently it was everywhere. From the towers to the floor to the walls. It's everywhere. This left the cosplayer that stupidly sat in the bathtub trying to become grey on the brink of death. Which, I'm not surprised. They should have. Yeah, this next incident, I definitely can't show any of the footage because it's kind of grotesque. So I don't know the year. I didn't write it down in my notes. But this anime con had a VR booth where you can test out VR features that they were implementing into the VR world. Because I assume this was when VR was new and it was all this crazy tech. But it just so happened to be a mannequin that you, with. So, this brave My Hero Academia Deku cosplayer decided to test it in front of everybody around. I have seen the videos. Man was going to town on that damn mannequin. There was a monitor that you could see what he was cracking. That's certainly something, you know. Setting the My Hero Academia fandom back further than they already were. Yay. This is like possibly one of the worst fandoms to ever exist. Okay. Already made it to the last incident, which is kind of bad because this means it's a short video, so yikes, I might need to do something. But I think this is the worst one. Around, I think it was 2007 when the internet was just new, fresh, brand new. The furry community was very small. So there were only a few sites where you could chat to your fellow furries and your fucking fellow friends. There was an art forum where someone uploaded a image of a raccoon getting a cheese grater stuck up its rectum. Straight up the ass, Bonnie Blue style. Now, as you can imagine, there is a lot of cheese grater incidents and stuff. This one takes the cake because it's the original. And not only that, is that when people tried to get it taken down, they couldn't. Because the person who drew it was an admin, so they just didn't allow it. But secretly, behind the scenes, people took the image and started pasting it everywhere. This went global on the internet. It was massive. Alright, I wasn't even alive, but I was watching a video on this to get the information for it, obviously. And it spread everywhere. Okay, before we move on to an outro, I'm just going to do a quick, speed run of incidents that I could cover in the next video if you guys like this one a lot. So, let's just jump into it. You got Christian, furry gas, furry bombing, and now time for the more blood incidents. You got the Gojo figure, you got K-pop, Has-Been Hotel, and Alistair Blackface. So, if you'd like to see me cover any of those, please do drop a like and subscribe, you know. Wow. Surprised you made it to the end, you know. This is actually pushing me towards my fucking limit, covering all of this, because it's disgusting. But, if you did like it, just like I said about 20 seconds ago, like and subscribe. Michael. You know. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and, are you gonna like and subscribe, Michael? No. We do this all the time, you know. You know what happens? You still don't? Oh, buddy. I'm coming for you.